Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Okay. Just when you think that you know a level of dislike, discontent, or just straight out haters. Haters. There are two people in this world that has experienced a level of hate that most people will never know. In fact, these haters did not apply to be haters, but just as such. I like that instrumental. I like that instrumental. Okay, where do we begin? Where do we begin? Haters. Haters. Okay, Marilyn Manson and Princess Meghan Markle are basically in the same boat on this topic. Haters. Now, Marilyn Manson, his haters come from his ex-girlfriend. And she got a group of women, Evan Rachel Wood. She got a group of her friends to destroy his life and make his life miserable because he didn't marry her. Evan, that's because you gave him a reason not to marry you. That's just the thought. Just the thought, all right? But Princess Meghan, just by her being married to this man, she got a level of hate on top of hate. And they have something called the hater squad. And they never even bothered to apply to be her hater. She didn't get a chance to approve. She didn't get a chance to approve or deny their hatership. No, they just said, I'm going to volunteer and hate on you. Marilyn Manson, oh my goodness. And his hater, the one in the front, was his ex personal assistant. You got to be careful who you hire. And the one behind is his ex-girlfriend's friend that she got to file a suit against him because she claimed, you can't make this stuff up, that she was H trafficked. She's from England. She's saying that Marilyn Manson H trafficked her to bring her to the United States, saying that it was through job purposes. Keep in mind, she was on a Game of Thrones. You can't make this sugar honey iced tea up. But then she gave the word and said, it's time. I didn't get a ring. I didn't get a ring. He married somebody else. But keep in mind, this stuff is wild. Keep in mind, she left Marilyn Manson. In case if you don't know who he is, this is who he is. Beautiful people, beautiful people. She left him temporarily for her. This is a level of living la vida loca. It's a mess. It is a mess. And she got all her friends to sue him. He lost so much behind that. Meghan Markle lost a lot behind people like her. Catherine Tinsley, who wrote something that I just I had to stop, and I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. This is a complete mess. But before I go any further, I want to show you how much hate Megan gets. And I think they're on the same level. Marilyn Manson and Princess Megan get the same type of hate. Let me see if I can find this. Because when I read this, I said, wait a minute, this is beyond comprehension. Now, this guy, Jeremy Clarkson, in The Sun, he says, in which he states that he hated Megan on the cellular level and dreamed of a day that she is made to parade without clothes through the streets of every town in Britain while the crowds chant, shame, throw lumps of excrement on her. You can't make that up. You can't make that up. The level of hate. And this guy is older than her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So let me first start with the article because this is what brought all this about. And I'm looking at this article and I'm thinking, doesn't this sound familiar? This sounds so familiar. Then I had to look into in her background. I'm like, and she's only one of many. She works for OK Royals, something like that. I'm just like, and you get paid to do this? You get paid? But this woman is a huge contradiction. You're going to say, wait a minute. How do you compartmentalize that level of distance? I mean, I can't even just follow me. Just follow me for a second. Follow me. This is a mess. Okay, because you can't make it up. You can't. You can't make this stuff up. Okay. All right. That's not where I wanted to go. Here. Now she writes as matter of factly. It's like, I know this woman, I was there and I saw everything. I saw it all. That's how she writes. All right. Okay, she said Meghan Markle is not capable of learning lessons as her approval rating declines. I'm surprised that Catherine Tinsley's approval ratings have not declined. This is wild. I'm going to go through it a little bit. Now, Meghan Markle is developing a new lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchid. But British Jamaican socialite Lady Colin Campbell thinks the Duchess of Sussex struggles in Hollywood will greatly impact her future business endeavors. She thinks. I mean, this is wild, but it goes. Let me get rid of this. But it doesn't stop there. Now, here's the wild. Brace yourself. She blames everyone for her error, Colin Campbell told CBS News. I've been told that she is enraged because no matter what she does, it flops. No matter what Catherine does, succeeds. The frustration for her, Meghan, came into the royal family with the expectation that she would be able to milk them as if they were a fattened calf. This is despicable. And that she was going to be able to end up having the billionaire lifestyle. You can't make this stuff up. You truly can't. You truly can't make this up. You can't. Now, they're speaking on her as matter of factly. They know all this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And it's a mess, right? Now she's saying, and they're pitting, and this right here isn't cool at all. They are pitting um Prince Williams and Princess oh goodness, Kate against these two. I mean, it is beyond comprehension. It is. So anything that Princess Kate does succeeds. Everything that Princess Meghan Markle does fails. Let's just take a small little snapshot, just a little bit. Just a little. I just did a scratch of research, not much, just a little bit, because this is outrageous. Now, here, let me get to this. And I thought I would look at Wikipedia real quick because she's saying that Princess Princess Catherine. I don't know why they call her Kate, but Princess Catherine. I'm just going to jump here and there a little bit. Okay. Now she does charitable work, which is good. Okay. Oh, she was born 1982. All right. Now let's get to her. Okay, Prince William. It doesn't say anything about her dating anyone else before that, which she did. Marriage, children, health, Duchess of Cambridge. And Princess Catherine attended the first state banquet at Buckingham Palace, which hosted the Chinese President Xi Jinping. Oh, that's very nice. That's very good. I didn't know Xi Jinping went there. Her charitable work. Okay, the Royal Foundation. All right. Now I want to get to her education. I saw it. Okay, early childhood. Privacy in the media, or as I say, privacy. Well, when you're out there like that, and when you're a royal, you don't have privacy. You try to get it, but you can't. Now, this is interesting. Now, the Sun published pictures of William and Kate at a ski resort, alleged that she was his girlfriend. Look how nice what they speak about her. But the Sun says everything negative about Meghan. I mean, Princess Meghan, extreme bias, but they're haters. But that's not where I want to get to. Okay, Catherine, her honors. Catherine is the Dame Grand Cross of the Royal Victorian Order. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a secret society. I don't know. And the recipient of the Royal Order of Queen Elizabeth II. Ancestry. Oh, okay. There's some references. Okay, let me bring this down so I can get it to where I really want to go. Okay, let me. I just thought it was just more. I want to get to her education because that's what they're talking about when, I know she went to college. I don't know where. Oh, here. All right. Okay, here. I was looking right at it. Okay, she was educated at St. Andrew's School in Marlborough College and was studying art history at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, where she met Prince Andrew. Sorry, William at 2021. Okay. Now she could do a lot with that degree because she, is a part of the royal family and she could do stuff with the art history, be a curator in a museum or something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. Now let's look at Meghan Markle, and I'm not trying to compare, but that's what they're doing. They are comparing. They're comparing the two. So if we're going to compare, at least let's do it right and not just say everything what Megan does fails and everything what Princess Catherine does succeeds. That is just a terrible thing to do. Terrible. Okay, here. All right. Megan was born in Los Angeles. Her acting career began in Northwestern University, which she played Rachel Zane since 2011 and 2018 in American TV. Where's her education? Because Northwestern University is a very good school. Let me I thought she got her master's. To my understanding, she received her master's. I thought it was in international relations. And here, Northwestern University, that's where I believe she received her acting degree or performance arts, whatever the title would be. Suits. She married Harry in 2018. Southern California. Now, here's the part that is rather not interesting, but it seems like that. Um, okay, her dad is Caucasian and her mom is African American. I'm half black and half white. A. And her mom was born in 1956. Her dad was born in 1944. And as you can see, she was always doing something. And it's her second marriage, but her first marriage, she didn't have any children. Okay, where is it? Political views. She has been politically active ever since she was 9. Okay, at the age of 9. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. In the age of 9, she and her friend reportedly campaigned against the Gulf War. That's at 9 years old. So she has most definitely had her political beliefs, something to stand on. And it goes well beyond that. But when I go back to Catherine Tinsley writing those horrible things about Meghan, let me go back to that real quick because that right there, normally stuff like this is like whatever, it doesn't bother me at all. But I want to show you a twist to her billionaire lifestyle. These damn things keep on popping up. And here it says in 2023, Meghan and Harry's lucrative Spotify deal came to an end, and an exclusive quick branded them grifters shortly after the news broke. I mean, this is just terrible. Stop showing ads and they're not relevant to what I'm doing. Goodness gracious. So here, she's not capable of learning a lesson, which is is tragic because for all of her personal character and personality flaws, I mean, this is gaslighting, terrible. She would not have been the most popular human being on earth, Campbell explained. And this is awful. This is just terrible. Aside from Meghan's personal career, Campbell alluded to the royal family being disinterested in interacting with her as King Charles and Kate battle the big C. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop at all. So, since they said all that, let me give you a little understanding of who this woman is. Okay. I looked at her IG and what she's saying, and where is it at? Where is her IG? Oh, okay. Oh, here it is. Now this is her. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to pull all this up. Now this right here is her, Catherine Tinsley. She goes by Kate too, apparently. Now, as you look down, yes, she's a black woman. Look, just because somebody's black don't mean they get along with everybody. So I was looking down, like, oh, okay, she's beautiful. I mean, I don't get where, all this stuff is coming from. Then as I go down, I see this. I'm thinking this is quite interesting. A dying colonialism. I'm thinking, okay, you're writing for OK for the UK. Don't you find that a little strange? Yeah, I was like, okay. I continue going down. She wrote a book. That is a positive thing. And you see, she's pretty. She got Tupac up here. And then it hits. Respect and protect the Black woman. Okay. All right. Respect and protect a Black woman. Now, are you respecting and protecting half of Princess Meghan Markle? I mean, what is going on here? I mean, that right there is a bit much. I'm thinking, how do you preach one thing, but you do something completely different? I mean, this is not the only article she did this. But let me continue on. Let me see, where's it at? There's something else. I just thought, I mean, and she's pretty, she's a pretty young woman. She really is. Huh. This right here is Countess Vaughn. She was on the Parkers with Monique. So I'm looking at this and I see all this black stuff, right? And here, a glossary for BLM movement vocabulary, but you're beating up on Meghan. It's like they're talking about Meghan Markle's humanity, and you're down with it on over here, but over here you're like, yeah, black, black, black. Okay, that was something else. Then I was trying. Her stuff like that is wild, wild. How someone can do that. I know you got to make money. People have to make money in some form or fashion, but when you compromise your beliefs, and you got books on the dying of colonialism. You can't make that stuff up. And she's writing for uh, look, she's writing for OK Royals. I mean, I mean, don't you find that a bit it's quite interesting, very interesting? But that's not the only person I want to talk about. That's not the only person. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson is an individual that is going through it. And May 1st is the beginning of his trial. May 1st. Let these ladies, these women who open up their mouth and whatever flies out, it's always a lie. She's a main ringleader, Evan Rachel Wood. Then you have Esme Bianco in the back and Ashley Walters, his personal secretary, in the front. And you have Ilma Gore, Evan Rachel Wood's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend. I mean, this whole thing is a mess. But May 1st is when the trial begins. And I have to say, Marilyn Manson, he has done everything humanly possible to stay quiet. And Evan Rachel Wood is giving all of these interviews. Esme Bianco's out there, they're doing left, right. But before I get into that, let's look at Esme Bianco's Instagram page. I found it quite illuminating. I'm thinking this is quite interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, let me change my banner. Where is it? Okay, I'm sorry about that. It's quite illuminating. I'm thinking, wait, let me make sure I have it. Yep. Okay. Beautiful people, beautiful people. Da 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 da. Beautiful people. All right. This is Esme Bianco, Game of Thrones. You can't make this stuff up. Now, as you're going through it, you're like, okay, yeah, all right. She's an artsy person. Game of Thrones. And then as you go down, you're like, this is Rubio. I missed her. Senator Rubio. And they're talking about great news. The Phoenix Act was passed through the California State Senate or the California Senate, which I mean, and they got this thing passed for domestic for DVs. You get like 15 years to be able to tell your story. Okay, now Senator Rubio, she didn't check into with whom she was dealing with, because they had to retract that once they start digging just a little bit. Now, this right here is Esme Bianco and Esme Bianco, and this right here is Ashley Walters. And as you go down, just as you're going down, it seems a little normal, right? And you're going to see a lot of these pictures right here. A lot of these pictures to where in the mirror, and it has and she's a burlesque dancer. Now, there is something particular that I want to show you, and I got to be careful because her pictures get real racy. Really, really racy. It's like, okay, all right, Esme. Is this it? Okay, here. Now, this right here was February 11th, 2021. All this stuff came out the same time when Evan Rachel Wood did hers. She did hers as well. And here she's saying, I am naming the person who abused in, remember I said earlier about H people? And his name is Marilyn Manson born Brian Hugh Warner. I am coming forward after years of living with unthinkable trauma I endured at his hands. Now, before we go any further, let's look at this trauma. That's just a little bit of it. That's her trauma. Okay, I endured with at the hands of a serial predation, known to many as Marilyn Manson. I am speaking up and in my own way and share the story with others because he must be held accountable. No one should ever go through what I went through, and so many other survivors have experienced. It is important that we all understand that people can be a bust, the algorithm, forgive me, and traffic ticket by intimate partners, boyfriends, and husbands. We all must address the misconception around the H traffic ticket because it can happen to anyone like it happened to me. Now, her thing of H traffic is that okay, let me make sure I make this clear. There is no victim blaming here. No, because there first has to be a victim. Now she's saying that she was H traffic ticket by getting a plane ticket by herself. She left her husband, right? Okay. Her husband was in the UK. She was going back and forth to Thailand because she was modeling. Somehow her and Marilyn Manson got into contact in one way or another. In my previous videos, I can't remember exactly how they got into contact. But he got her a plane ticket and comes over to Los Angeles, and she worked because in his videos he was using models and burlesque or people who were into like little wild stuff that I can't show, but that's a part of his act. That is a part of his appeal. People like it. Okay. So she came, she did the work. Somehow they get into a relationship knowing that she has a husband at home. She didn't go home. She did not get back on a plane and go home. No. She started getting other jobs. She worked for the Game of Thrones. She had other jobs, but still she was H traffic ticket. I don't know how. I truly don't know how. I did a previous video showing what it looks like. But jumping on the bandwagon of Evan Rachel Wood because she's upset because he didn't marry her because she can't sit still to be in a relationship, to be monogamous. Some people aren't monogamous, and it may be alleged that she's not one of them because within their 4 years together, she left a couple of times to be with other people. Heck, she came back with a baby. I mean, you can't make it up. You can't make it up, but I digress. But then Evan does all that. The hate, the level of hate, and what Jeremy Clarkson said he hates Meghan Markle on a cellular level. So does Evan Rachel Wood. She hates Marilyn Manson on a cellular level. But if Marilyn Manson were to divorce his wife, she will go running back. I love you, Marilyn. That was just I okay. I acted immature. She would run back. She would run on top of lava, jump through a tidal wave. She would go through, I mean, just beat her way through through a fat girl farm. She'll beat everybody up to get to him. She would. She would. But she overplayed her hand. She has done too much. Just like over across the pond and what people are doing to Princess Meghan, she's over here winning and they can't take it. Marilyn Manson is going back on tour. They can't take it. Not across the pond. No, I'm talking about Evan Rachel Wood and her wing women. And in fact, I have to really give one of Evan Rachel Wood's wing women broke rank and said, look, you're not going to bully me anymore, Evan. I'm tired of you bullying me. And she told the truth, saying, Evan put everyone up to it. Evan was holding jobs over people's heads because she had more pull in Hollywood than Ashley Smithline, who said, I'm not doing this anymore. I have a conscience and I have to be able to sleep at night. I can't, well, my words. Esme Bianco, she has no boundaries. Zero. She sued him twice until he was like, look, you're irritant. Just take this money and go away. Now Esme Bianco is coming back saying, well, I think Marilyn is keeping me from working. I may have to sue him again. Well, Esme, when you do things to hurt people purposefully because you can, and you sue people on something that it was thrown out through lack of evidence, and then you came back and you found something, add more to your lie, because when you lost the first time, you were able to craft things differently to say, okay, let me get it across here so that I can get this money. And Marilyn Manson was like, this Esme Bianco, this is crazy. I didn't do these things. I helped you. But here, take everybody's suing him. But this lawsuit, May 1st, I will be, please come here. I'll be live streaming it as it happens, all day, every day, not every day, but as it's being live streamed. A lot is going to come out. Marilyn Manson is going to win. And I'm saying that right now. Marilyn Manson is going to win, just like Princess Meghan Markle is winning. She's winning. He's going to win. And when you throw all that ugly and negativity out because there is jealousy within your heart, yes, you have look, jealousy doesn't pay your bills. It doesn't help you at all. Zero. Actually, it does the opposite. It empties your bank account. That's why Esme Bianco has to find another way of suing him to get more money, saying now Marilyn Manson, I can't work because Marilyn Manson. Across the pond, they're like, well, they're trying to turn, Meghan, Duchess Meghan is trying to turn America into the royal. I mean, no. Look, you never have to worry about that because we're not into that. The royal stuff we're not simply into, but I'm covering this because I don't like what you all are doing. I don't like bullies. Bullies need to be dealt with, in my humble opinion. And over there across the pond, Kensington Palace, yeah, you all are doing some dirty stuff. Queen Consort Camilla, This starts and stops with you. You okayed this. Kensington Palace okayed the way they treated Princess Meghan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Queen Consort Camilla, you need to check out Princess Charlotte. She looks just like Diana when she puts her head down and has that little look. That's Diana. Queen, the true Queen Diana, looking back at you and King Charles the Third. Oh yeah. But on that note, haters. Look, if we don't have haters, then we are not living life right. You got to have haters. But however, if you are hating and you're a volunteer hater, then your hatership means absolutely nothing. You have to apply to be someone's hater. So I would highly suggest to apply for the hatership so that at least you get credit and recognition. I mean, you may be ignored and then you'll really be disgruntled and upset. But on that note, on that note, what do you think? Bye bye. Hey, I want to thank you for stopping by, for watching the video. Oh, please like, subscribe, and you can become a member.